Good. All right. Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Toastmaster, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Donald Camello, and tonight I'll be doing my first Pathways presentation for Persuasive Influence. And a quick shout out to Bill for his recent presentation on the Pathways program, because I found it very helpful when I was going in to select my pathway and better understand the projects for it. That said, for tonight's speech, I decided to pick a topic that I could hopefully ramble about for 5 to 7 minutes fairly easily, which is golf. More specifically, golf courses. So before I dive into that, if you will, for a moment, think with me about your favorite sports team or favorite player, either scoring the winning touchdown or goal, or coming in clutch in a big playoff game. As sports fans, we all, at one time or another, like to think about how impactful and awesome that moment would be and what it would be like to be in their shoes. And speaking for myself, I definitely don't think it's likely for me to catch a touchdown pass from Brock Purdy. But one thing I could do, and one thing that I love about golf, is that some of the biggest moments in the sport happen on courses that you or I could play on, and more or less you can really experience the same shots that you see some of the professionals have. So whether it's a once-in-a-lifetime round during a cool vacation, or just playing golf in Dallas or locally with friends, each course really has its own, unique aspects and really can feel different every time you play there. As someone who both loves the game of golf and also appreciates and values the social aspect of the sport, I've had the opportunity to play at some pretty cool courses over the years, and I've also seen some not so cool courses, but I'll talk more about the cooler ones tonight. That in mind, I figured I would just share some key components that I like to consider when I'm booking my next round of golf. As we can see here, the first, and I should probably go full screen, location. Some questions you might ask yourself when thinking about the location of a golf course would be, how far is the drive? If you're on a vacation, how easy is it going to be to get there? Another thing I like to think about is the weather. How's the weather been lately? Don't get me wrong, I love playing golf, but I'm not a fan of playing golf in the late morning or early afternoon in Texas in July, and I tend to be the same way when it comes to rain. So weather's a big factor. Next, I would consider the amenities of the golf course, whether it's the practice facility, can you go hit some balls or putt around before, or more importantly, something that I like to consider is, how's the clubhouse and the bar and the restaurant? Good food, good vibes, some good things to consider. If there's going to be a cart girl out there, or cart guy, I guess, and you could get drinks from them. Summertime, crucial information to know. Lastly, price, and it kind of is dependent on the other two. Does the price make sense? If it's more in that once-in-a-lifetime bucket, is it worth the splurge or not? Kind of some key considerations that I look at. Now that you have a better understanding of what I prioritize, I figured I would share some of my favorite golf courses and what I like about them. So in the apologies. There we go. in the left side of the screen here, your left side, going local, Stevens Park Golf Course in Dallas. It is very high up there on the location aspect because it takes me about 15 minutes to get there. Amenities, I would say, could be a little bit better because it is fairly hard to get a tee time there. So if you're planning on playing there, I would recommend calling a week in advance to secure a spot. On the right side, probably one of the cooler courses I've been able to play so far is Spanish Bay, which is one of the 3 Pebble Beach golf courses in Northern California. I can't take credit for that picture on the bottom left, but I obviously can take credit for being in that top right. Just a super awesome experience and definitely a course that I probably won't play at either ever again or for a really long time. Now onto my personal favorite, Cabo Golf. These are 2 of my favorite golf courses in Cabo, Quivira Golf Club, Portillos Cabos Golf Club. They're both fairly similar. I mean, similar and also close to each other. But these would be a good example of high amenities and more on the vacation side, location-wise. Definitely higher up there on price, but they're all-inclusive rounds of golf. So it includes food, drinks, alcoholic drinks. Really fun. And as you can see, just some awesome views and great course conditions, and it's right by the beach. Awesome experience. That said, I'm sure there are many more formal frameworks for determining a good golf course, but with tonight's speech, I figured I'd get up here and share some things that I like to look for and some things that I like in golf courses. And hopefully I'll have some new golf experiences to share with you guys down the road. Thank you.